Okay. Sorry, we were in the wrong live. And I want to say sorry. I think I ended and I didn't get to say, you didn't hear all the thank yous, but I thanked all of the sellers. You were all thanked, even though you didn't hear it. The people in Zoom heard it. So, all of the people that helped, Kevin, Deborah, Debbie D. I know she's not feeling well, but we'll thank her anyway. Deborah Vancouver, Dan, Margot L. And then all the sellers, Bucky, Mary, Chris, Jan, and Chris Ree was helping. Safe trip, Chris Ree. Evie, you're out. You left us in the lurch, Evie. Let's see. And did I get all the Tina and Linda and who else? Did I get all the sellers? Margot. Did I get all the sellers? Well, I thanked everybody. I did. So if I missed you, it's not by purpose. And Scooter. And thank you to all the buyers, Lady Elaine and Lisa L. and Angie and Mary and L. And everybody that bought. I didn't get everybody's name down because I didn't sell to everybody. I only sold very little tonight because I wasn't prepared. All right. So anyway, but it was fun. We had a good time. And we're going to talk about some true crime now. And Melly, good to see you. And I don't know if you made it in here. And let me go over here. Get out of this. Okay. So let me pull up what's going on out there. So remember that millionaire dentist? He was in Pennsylvania, I believe it was, and he killed his wife on some safari. Well, now his girlfriend got charged. So, yeah. Let me bring this over here. My daughter had like 60-day lockup or whatever the heck it was on last night. Oh my gosh. One lady was locked up in there. She said, I can't take it. I'm going to lose my crap. Because they were locked up for 23 hours. I don't know. And then she signed on for like 60 days of that. And all they were doing was screaming and screaming. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway. Come on. Be quiet. Close that. Come on, I want to read about my dentist. So the dentist, the girlfriend of the millionaire dentist who was convicted last year of killing his wife on an African safari, was sentenced to 17 years in prison for being an accessory to murder. Lori Milliron, 65 years old. Boy, that sucks, Lori. You shouldn't have murdered someone or been an accessory. Was convicted last year of perjury, obstructing a grand jury, and being an accessory after the fact by the same federal jury that found Lawrence Larry Rudolph guilty of murder. She was the manager of Rudolph's dental enterprise. He didn't just have a practice, he had an enterprise. Rudolph claimed that his 57-year-old wife, Bianca Rudolph, accidentally shot herself while the couple was packing up to leave Zambia to return to the United States back in 2016. Prosecutors presented compelling evidence that Bianca was shot through the heart from about 2 to 3.5 feet away, not point blank as it would have been if she shot herself with a rifle accidentally. Milliron told the judge before sentencing on Friday that she was innocent of the charges, but sympathetic to Rudolph's family, who offered wrenching statements to the court prior to sentencing. Lori, you have taken my parents, Anna Rudolph, the Rudolph's daughter, said, but despite everything you have done, you will never take my soul. This might be difficult to understand because you don't have one. Judge William Martinez told the defendant that evidence pointed to her encouraging the murder and that she appeared unrepentant and unmoved by graphic testimony and images that were presented during the trial. Her attorney, John Dill, called the sentence excessive, and he vowed to appeal. Lawrence Rudolph was initially set to be sentenced this week as well, but his sentencing was postponed. So we'll bring you that when that comes out. Oh, let's see now. Okay, cops break down a door to a mother trying to drown a toddler she already stabbed. So this happened in Albion, Michigan. And the police rushed there to the scene Saturday morning after a 15-year-old girl called 911 for help. And the dispatchers heard children screaming in the background. Officers arrived on the scene and heard a commotion behind a locked door and kicked it in to find a woman holding a toddler under the water in the bathtub. The officer took the 2-year-old girl from the woman, took her into another room, and began CPR. After giving a few quick breaths, the child coughed up water and began breathing on her own. The girl was also found to have stab wounds to the chest and throat, and a 4-year-old boy on the scene also had cuts. Both may have ingested cleaning fluid. They were taken to the hospital in Jackson. They were later flown to Ann Arbor, where they were last known to be in stable condition. Wow, good, fast-moving people, police officers. 2 other children in the house, the 15-year-old who called for help. Excellent that she called for help. She saved their lives. And an 8-year-old did not appear to have any injuries. The 35-year-old mother of all 4 children was taken into custody and transported to the hospital because she may have ingested cleaning fluid. Investigators have not identified a suspect or said what charges she may face. Identified a suspect. She was holding the child underwater. Okay. Okay. I don't understand what's like. It's people. Oh. Right there. And then we got a Florida couple. Yeah. And their 8-month-old is, I just don't understand all these people, right? They like, obviously don't want to be parents, but they have all these kids, right? And it's hard to understand this. Florida couple has been charged with manslaughter after a family friend found their 8-month-old daughter dead from a fentanyl overdose earlier this month. Investigators say that Nicholas Alexander put the baby in a playpen to sleep around midnight on May 31st. The little girl's mother, Carissa Alexander, told detectives the girl was fussy and not sleeping. So she had been up with the baby 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. At about 10 a.m., the parents told investigators the baby was in a prone position on a couch cushion in the living room, although no one in the house could say who put her there. The baby was not checked on until 4:45 p.m. Okay, you get that, 10 a.m., and they didn't check her till 4:45 p.m. At that time, a family friend came in and noted the baby was ice cold. The friend told the father, who began CPR. The friend called 911. The friend drove the father and child to the hospital. Alexander gave the baby Narcan because he thought she might have gotten into his stash. A nurse at the hospital told detectives the child had been gone for a while. In my 17 years of experience, I've never seen anything like that, the nurse said. I've seen many deceased babies, but that's the worst I've seen. Investigators wrote in their report that both the Alexanders appeared impaired during their interviews and that they slurred their speech, couldn't focus, and they struggled to remain awake. Nicholas Alexander said he shot cocaine at about 1 a.m., smoked crack at 10 a.m. His wife, he said, took a hit of the crack at that time as well. That's great. An autopsy determined the baby had no signs of trauma and had been dead for several hours. A toxicology report said the child had lethal levels of fentanyl and benzoylecgonine in her system. The Alexanders were both charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child and are being held without bond. Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. Okay.
Drugs overtake their life.
And here's another one. 21-year-old dad and a 16-year-old mom charged in child abuse death of the 3-month-old. What the? This is what I mean. It's just, and then there's that wrestler that killed his ex-girlfriend yesterday. That was crazy on the senior trip. I don't know what is going on. People are just, that's what I said to my daughter. She almost got run over today. And she was like, yeah, because the lady was looking and she's like, do you know the pedestrian? I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, she almost hit me. And I'm like, I know, but these people are crazy today. Oh gosh. Yeah, crazy. Okay.
Thank God she's okay.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, yeah, you don't want to do anything. Okay, so let me get this. Come on. 21-year-old dad. Hold on. All right. Oh, my goodness. It's been not a good, it's been horrible news this week about kids.
Terrible.
Yeah, now where's my... Oh, and now they're talking also in that father that killed the 3 sons. There's, I guess, some talk about a divorce or something. I don't know. Of course, you knew it was something like that. Hold on a minute, Mike.
She was going to divorce him?
I don't know. I saw something along those lines, but...
Yeah, we all thought that.
I didn't get to delve into it. Okay, let's see here. Come on, where's my thing? Here we go. Okay, so the parents of a 3-month-old Mississippi baby have been arrested and charged in relation to the little girl's death earlier this month. Gabrielle Gerner, 21, was arrested on Monday on a capital murder warrant. The baby's 16-year-old mother has been charged in juvenile court with condoning child abuse. Charges against the mother may be upgraded, the detective said. Police responded to the home on the morning of June 14th for a call about an unresponsive baby. The girl was taken to the hospital in Corinth and then to La Bonheur Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, where she died. I was just thinking about it. Gosh, she's gone from June 14th. It's June 24th. I don't even know where the days went. The last day I can remember is like June 11th. It's crazy. Doctors said the girl suffered blunt force trauma to the head and also had bruises on her buttocks, chest, and neck. Investigators are awaiting the results of an autopsy. That's wonderful. Crazy. But they had a baby too, you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
Yep. And here's an Alabama husband who shot his wife in the head, who was pregnant after she learned of his affair.
Oh.
Okay, so he shoots her in the head. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Reminds me of that, I don't know, that case a long time ago in Boston. Goodnight, Sweet Wife, that one.
Yes.
Remember that?
Car.
Yeah. They pretended they were carjacked coming out of Lamaze class. Yeah. An Alabama man has pled guilty to murdering his pregnant wife and their unborn child in cold blood while she begged him for her life. This week, Hunter James Tatum agreed to serve 198 years in prison, effectively a life sentence for the 2021 murder of Summer Tatum and their unborn son, Everett Tatum. Hunter agreed to the deal as prosecutors had intended to seek the death penalty. The 26-year-old father-to-be shot his wife, who was also 26, twice in the head when she pleaded with him to spare her life and the life of their child. Investigators allege that Hunter became enraged after Summer learned that he was having an online affair and sexting with a woman in England. Hunter claimed that Summer threatened to kill him and that he shot her in self-defense while trying to wrestle away a gun from her. But the police later found an audio recording of the confrontation in which Summer could be heard in distress. This is the dad. Yeah, okay, that was worth it, really. But I'll stay, I'll do anything you want, Summer reportedly said. Don't hurt me, please don't hurt our baby, please don't hurt our baby. Hunter reportedly could be heard saying, no, get away from me, before 2 gunshots are heard. A security camera outside the couple's home allegedly showed Hunter dragging Summer's body across the floor. Hunter then called 911, and Summer and the baby survived initially, but both died in the hospital. The plea deal was reached amid Hunter's trial this week.
What an animal.
Yeah. And
I don't get why he shot her.
I don't either.
Makes no sense.
There's no sense to make of it. None. People are nuts. Okay, let's see. So next we have Texas authorities are investigating the death of a woman. Her body was found behind a dumpster, hidden, and was wrapped in plastic. This happened 7:30 a.m. Friday. It was discovered by a food truck vendor. They saw the body behind the dumpster, and they called for help. Deputies responded. It was by Highway 249, just a few miles from McDougal Elementary School in Fallbrook. Too early to tell whether foul play was involved, but police are investigating the death as a homicide. Aerial footage showed a heavy law enforcement presence and representatives of a local homeless outreach team in the vicinity of where the body was found. The woman is said to have been known on the streets, but her identity has not been released. One man who asked not to be named said he knew her. I'm going to miss her. She was a good lady, he said. Another unidentified man said he saw the woman near a Burger King the day before her body was found. I feel bad because I have a daughter and I don't want that to happen to her, the man said. After investigators processed the scene, someone is believed to have written, "Rest in peace, sweetheart," on the dumpster near where her body was located. A balloon was also placed at the scene that read, "R.I.P. Anna." To report any information in the case, call the Harris County Sheriff's Office 713-221-6000.
Sad story.
Let's see, we did that one. We did that.
This right.
I wonder what happened. Why did that Louisiana pastor shoot his wife? I don't know.
Yeah, it's always so strange when a pastor does it, or a clergyman or something.
Right, and one that said he was like this self-described family man.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to see that that other one about if there was a divorce in Chad Dorman.
Yes.
Let me see. Okay. Chad Dorman, we know that. He planned the evil family and we know that. Let's see. Oh, let's see if there's anything about it.
Let's see.
Hang on. Yeah, I can't. Let's see. So, He was 32. His wife was 34.
Oh,
What?
Reuters. Ohio man who, yeah, Reuters. Ohio man who killed 3 sons. Oh no, I'm sorry. The wrong one. Sorry.
That's right. Each boy
Uh,
using a photo of his sons. At this point, I doubt anyone cares what motivated him. Right. I mean, I don't know. It was something that I saw that I questioned, and I don't think there is anything out there from a real source that says anything about the motive. Yet.
yeah.
Let's see. He meant to executed his kids. Well, we know that.
I can't look at the pictures.
Ridiculous. I don't know, but let me check something else here. Okay. Remains 3. Oh, Netflix. What's that about? New York City. Twitter hacker and crypto scammer sentenced to 5 years in prison. Oh. See what happened here. Oh my gosh, my daughter has it. I don't know, she's upstairs now, but the TV's so freaking loud down here. On Friday, a federal court sentenced Joseph James O'Connor to 5 years in prison for his involvement in a 2020 Twitter hack. Last month, the 24-year-old, known as Plugwalk Joe, online pled guilty to a host of cyber crimes, including carrying out a SIM swapping attack that targeted a TikTok account with millions of followers. The 2020 Twitter hack saw O'Connor and his co-perpetrators obtain access to the company's back end and subsequently the accounts of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Barack Obama, and more than 100 other high-profile users. O'Connor netted $794,000 in the crypto scam that followed. After stealing and fraudulently diverting the stolen cryptocurrency, O'Connor and his co-conspirators laundered it through dozens of transfers and transactions and exchanged some of it for Bitcoin using cryptocurrency exchange services, the Justice Department said. Ultimately, a portion of the stolen cryptocurrency was deposited into a cryptocurrency exchange account that was controlled by O'Connor. In 2021, Graham Ivan Clark, who was the alleged teenage mastermind behind the breach, pled guilty in return for a 3-year prison sentence. In addition to his 5-year sentence, O'Connor faces 3 years of supervised release after his prison term. He must also forfeit the $794,000 he defrauded during the hack. So that worked out well.
Right?
Yeah. That worked out well.
Where was the clergyman? Where did the clergyman kill his family?
Well, he didn't kill his family. He shot his wife and then himself, and it was in, I think, Louisiana. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh. Man receives a life sentence. You know why?
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. It has to do with the mail delivery. He was sentenced to life in prison Thursday. He's convicted of killing a mail carrier who, instead of delivering a large package of marijuana to his home, left a note in the mailbox telling him to come to a South Carolina post office to pick it up. Trevor Raquan Seward, who's 25, was found guilty of murder of a federal employee in the course of her duties and other crimes in the September 2019 shooting of 64-year-old Irene Presley as she delivered mail in rural Williamsburg County. Wow. The U.S. Postal Service carrier, after finding the note in his mailbox, instead of the 2-pound package of marijuana from California he was expecting, Seward confronted Presley a few minutes later and demanded his package. The U.S. postal worker refused. Seward then got a semi-automatic rifle and waited for Presley to come down a street in Andrews, firing about 20 times into the back of her mail truck. Trevor was sentenced to life in prison. Several bullets hit Presley. He then drove the mail truck into a ditch on an access road at a hunting club, searched through it to try to find his marijuana and anything else valuable, and then he left Presley's body in her truck. Wow.
Wow.
In court, Presley's sister blamed Seward for the death of her 97-year-old father. He gave up because you took his daughter's life, Alicia Hubbard said during the sentencing hearing, adding that he loved the treats that Irene Presley would bring him every day. Seward listened carefully to Presley's family as they spoke at the hearing and stood up when the judge asked him if he wanted to speak. Seward then said he didn't want to cause any more confusion. I don't have anything to say. The co-defendant who helped Seward look for the mail carrier was sentenced to 25 years in prison. The marijuana package was later found on the street where Presley was killed. Jerome Terrell Davis, 31, pled guilty to robbery and conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and to distribute marijuana. The value of the marijuana in the package was minimal. At the time of the murder, it would have cost around $1,600 in Colorado, where it's legal. Even when marijuana was illegal nationwide, the value of the package would not have exceeded $2,600. Wow.
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 Did you read anything? Did you read a lot about that, the pastor and his wife?
No. I didn't
Did
see
you know that they were,
What?
the shooting took place at a hotel?
Oh,
is kinda
yes,
weird.
I
don't
think
know why they were-
yes, in the Hampton Inn, yes. Something like that.
Why they
or
were at a
something.
hotel.
Yeah. Okay, so
And
Adam Rich.
right before,
What?
oh, no, that's
Nope.
okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Adam Rich, the 8 is Enough actor.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They said the effects of fentanyl are considered the cause of death for Adam Rich, the actor known as America's Little Brother for his role on the hit family drama 8 is Enough. The former television star's death this January. He only died this January?
Yeah, I
Has
know. I
been
thought he was
ruled
dead
an
a long
accident
time
by
ago.
Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Coroner's Office. According to an autopsy report, Rich died in his Los Angeles home at the age of 54. His stardom came at just 8 years old as the mop-top son raised by a widower newspaper columnist in ABC's 8 is Enough. But wait, he wasn't a widower when they started? The woman
Who?
died when they started 8 is Enough. He had a wife.
Yes.
Right, she died of cancer. She was dating John Travolta.
Yes.
Right, so they said his stardom
Diana
came in
or
at just
Diana?
8 years old as the mop-top son raised by a widower newspaper columnist.
No, he wasn't a widower at the beginning.
No, and I
name
thought
was
they
Diana.
replaced the wife. They kept him a widower?
No, her name was Abby. He married Abby.
Wait a second. The woman's name was
First he
Diana,
was
the real
married-
name. The real woman was Diana.
Diana was her real name.
Right, and I
Right.
remember John Travolta. I remember he made it like he either accepted an award for her.
Boy in the plastic bubble together they made.
Is that what it was? She was his mother in that?
Yep.
Wow, she was his mother in
Yeah,
that?
they ended up, but they dated in real life.
Okay, right. And then when he won this award, he was like, I think she had already passed, and he's like, Diana, this is for you, or something. But
Yeah.
she played the mother in there, and then
Correct.
she died, but didn't they replace her?
Yes, with the name on the show was Abby.
But why are they saying
what
that
her
he
real-
was a widower?
Because his wife did die on the show, but he did remarry to Abby. I forget what her name is in real life.
I can't even remember. I remember I used to record that show, but I don't remember how. I
Well,
don't know.
that's fine. Let me see. I'll get the names.
Hi, Diabolical Debbie. Yeah. So let's see. It says his stardom came at 8 years old. A limited acting career followed the show's run from 77 to 81. Okay, so it was 77 to 81. So it was a 4-year run on there. I remember that. But I don't really remember any of the episodes very much. He was arrested in April of 91 for trying to break into a pharmacy and again in October for allegedly stealing a drug-filled syringe at a hospital while receiving treatment for a dislocated shoulder. DUI arrest came in 2002 after he struck a parked California Highway Patrol cruiser in a closed freeway lane. Shame. Girlfriend of the dentist, we got that.
Her name was
Holly
Diane
Bobo.
Highland.
Diana Highland, yeah.
And then Abby's real name was
What was the guy's name again in that was in that?
Dick Van Patten.
Dick Van Patten, that's right.
And Abby was Betty Buckley.
Betty Buckley.
That was the second wife.
Police are searching for a missing New Jersey teacher after her car was found abandoned at a hotel. Oh, well, let's see. Huh. Police are still searching for a New Jersey grade school teacher who went missing in early June without explanation. Lara Emanuel, 46 years old, was last seen June 7th, and her car was found abandoned on June 8th in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn Express in Roxbury, New Jersey. That's about 5 miles from her house. Emanuel is a third-grade teacher at Alexander Hamilton Elementary School in Morristown, New Jersey. I'm sorry. She is 5'6", red hair. She weighs about 125 pounds. Let's see. She had a restraining order against her husband, Brian, but recently lifted it. Oh, dear. That doesn't sound good. So the prosecutor from the Morris County office, Megan Knabb, said that it still is a missing persons investigation. At this time, it's not considered a suspicious disappearance. We'll notify the public if the focus or status of the investigation changes. So, if you know anything, hopefully she's... Let's see. A daily search for Emmanuel has been underway since last Thursday when her abandoned vehicle was discovered. For more, let's see. Anyone with information, you call the Roxbury Police Department or the Morris County Prosecutor's Office. Let's see here. That's crazy. Oh, that is crazy. All right, let's see something. Where are... Come on. Okay, there's everybody. All right. Okay, I want to, before we go, I told you I have special announcements, and I want to read something. Now, this morning I put up a post, and it was a great post, and it was all organized and everything. And then just as I was going out the door, something happened to my computer, and I lost the entire thing. Went out with my daughter, and then I had to come home and try to rewrite this tremendously long post that I wrote on my community tab. So I had to do that while like the auction was going on. So it's probably all convoluted and crazy, but hopefully it gets the point across. And I just want to read it so it's on record. And that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to go do the word game, but we're going to read this first. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Okay, for over a year by several, and over 2 years by several more, myself, my family, including our minor children, my deceased son, community members, and more have been harassed, stalked, bullied, doxxed, lied about, gaslit, falsely reported, etc. CPS has falsely been called, see, I can see right there. Let me just fix this. It should be been called. Hold on. I knew it. Oh, let's see here. So I didn't read this over. Let me see. Where was I? CPS has falsely. Been called to my home 4 times in the last year. 3 welfare checks have been called to my home in the last year. These people think nothing of filing false reports and have continually done so. They don't plan on stopping and are bold enough to show everyone they are filing and inciting others to file fake reports to the FBI. They have left a link in their channel, and they have asked people to comment when they have submitted forms for crimes that were never committed, like extortion. The whole thing is orchestrated as a threat and asks those who filed a report to add their name. The fact that these people are advertising that they have filed fake reports to the FBI is ridiculous. They think they're above the law. They ignore their illegal behavior and call out things that don't exist. Hold on, I just want to say that so I can read it better. Now I can. Ironically, these people have channels dedicated to making videos and community posts about me, my family members, minor children, my deceased son, and community members. They attack our family members who are not even on YouTube, including our minor sons. They scream about federal crimes. However, filing and inciting others to file fraudulent FBI reports is a crime. They are dangerous and mentally unstable. They have done the very things they're accusing me of. Their videos warn me they will keep attacking me unless I leave YouTube. There are threats in their videos and in comments that we have as evidence. They stalk us incessantly. For the 2nd year in a row, they have stalked us on our vacation, going so far as to look up our rental home, post the photos and the physical address. They have taken and posted photos of the outside of our rental home while we were there and our vehicles were in the driveway. They stalked the locations where we went and posted that in videos. Stalking is a very dangerous crime and puts us all in danger of anyone incited by their hate knowing where we were. One mentally ill person could have killed one or all of us. They say they wanted to go off and not mention us, but that is a lie. From the moment they left, they were already joined in force with the channels that they were working with behind the scenes for months. They also started making new videos, using panels to defame and lie about us. They go on panels now and gaslight, and they say things happened to the beach house. They say things happened in the beach house that were embarrassing, too embarrassing to share by someone that was not even there. They slander me and lie that I did not shower and that my daughter was there for an intervention. They lie continually to fit their false narrative. They stalk everything we do. They stalk our sales and stream our community sales to mock the gender, looks, age, and items of the people selling. These people, for the most part, are not creators, but community members trying to earn a little money. They do it to scare them off the panel. They have created their channels to claim I am dangerous and mentally ill and need to be forced off of YouTube. This actually says this in their About section, that their channel is created and will stay until I am off YouTube because I am dangerous and mentally ill. This is their whole narrative. Yep. They constantly post that if I don't stop my channel, I will be sorry, etc. They say this all over. Well, now you're going to be sorry because we're going to expose this next. Now you're going to be sorry for the next exposure. You're going to be in tears. We're going to do this because you haven't gotten off. And they talk about extortion, right? Yeah, right. They constantly post that if I don't stop my channel, I will be sorry, etc. They have said that they will not stop until I'm gone. And these people want to talk about extortion. They must have forgotten the things they have said with their own mouths and in their own writing. We haven't. They stalked me and my family when we went away for a couple of days to a water park. They made false reports pretending they were in the water park and being harassed by me. These are people that wanted to get on with their lives, right, guy? They tried their best to get us thrown out and ruin the couple of days we were trying to have some fun. After that, it did not end. They kept calling and emailing the water park to pretend they were in the park the day we were. And they said I stalked their children like a pedophile. It was disgusting and gross. Now, we must tell any resort about these people the moment we check in. They do the same thing with my sponsors. They take to Twitter and they lie that I'm a racist, a homophobe, a pedophile, etc. They use the most outrageous lies in an attempt to sever my relationship with the companies I am working with. So now all of my sponsors are made aware of these people and they're shown past examples of what they do. This way, they can collect and report harassing messages, tweets, or calls. Sad that these people want us to believe they have moved on. They're not moving on. This is harassment, stalking, and bullying. All of this is illegal, and the monetary loss is something we can get restitution for. Now, they are contacting someone's nephew, telling them that they have a case against me for harassment. What a joke. They then say, a fictional short story I am writing is about one of them. I am so lost. It is a fictional story. I write about what I know. I have lived in New York, New Jersey, and Florida. My character lived in New York and relocated to Florida, as many of my relatives did in their older years. It is not unusual or uncommon. I was unaware that this woman who thinks it is her is the only woman in the world to have done that and to have 2 children. From this woman's own mouth, we have never met in person, and I know nothing about her. Riddle me how my character is then her. How is my character her then? Is her then? My fictional character Hope is an agoraphobic, recluse, hoarder, estranged from her kids, divorced 3 times, lives in a small house in Florida that has already been filled up with crap and animals who are peeing and spraying all over the floors and walls. Hope disapproves of her daughter's husband and has never had a career. How is this like this person? I have never heard her tell anything like that to anyone. It is very interesting that she sees herself in this woman who drives a VW Beetle from the 60s and has gray hair and 1 green and 1 blue eye. Why do you keep stalking my videos in my blog? I don't tag you the way you tag me in all your videos and posts. Are you not aware that tagging is harassment? It is. Especially when you do it as you do. I have been tagged daily and even several times a day by you. You have put my name in your titles. You have put up thumbnails where you defaced photos of myself and my husband. You have made thumbnails where you have taken my face and replaced my eyes, made my tongue hang out of my mouth and more to mock and shame us. All of this constitutes harassment, as if you did not know. You are actively seeking out my blog content and inserting yourself as the main character in a fictional story I'm writing. You continue to escalate, telling bigger and more lies for your false narrative. So go ahead. Go incite them all to file false FBI reports. Call CPS as many times as you want. Call in more welfare checks. And go and try to serve me with harassment lawsuit based on a fictional character who is not you, but who is created from my own vivid imagination. You will be laughed out of court if it made it that far. Still, I would file a countersuit on you and bring the vast amount of information about videos, posts, and your panel appearances, accusing us of the most disgusting things. Remember the one saying that I have videos of bee plugs besides my kids? I have never reviewed bee plugs, as you keep trying to say. You called and insinuated my husband is a child predator who essayed students. You have said he ignored abuse at the school he taught at. You say that we said things we never did about testimonies. You have dragged up things from 50 years ago to shame him. All the while you say, we better get off YouTube if we know what's good for us. You say, I better leave my channel before our children get bullied and shamed over this stuff. You endorse someone making up a story about my 2 minor sons. They put words in our young boys' mouths. Yeah, these weren't fictional characters. No. Before you threaten a lawsuit, you better look at what you're endorsing on your site. A story about my boys? Yeah. About the words you put in our young boys' mouths that are vile about their families. Kids are not off limits with these guys. Kids are not off limit. My kids are perfectly fine. I'd like to see if someone on our site made a story about someone's grandchild. You think that would be fine? I don't think so. But these people, it's fine. It's okay. It's good. It's okay. Kids are totally totally clear, unless it's their kids. But everybody else's kids, they can go and harass. They can go and bully. Don't worry. It's against the law, though, guys. They put words in our young boys' mouths that are vile about their families. This constitutes bullying and harassment of children under 18, and those reports are taken very seriously. We have proof of your endorsement of these stories, and you have allowed them to stay on your channel comments for days now. Yep. You have stalked our social media and private Facebook pages to steal photos of my children and then put them in public videos to be mocked and ridiculed. Your entire chat joins in. So do you see the lunacy of this? You have done background checks. You have looked up tax records. You have called my neighbors and searched obituaries to concoct your false tales. You know the things you say are all lies. I have no real-life friends, you say? I have no lifelong friends? My neighbors hate me? Yeah. I'm estranged from family members? My family members are telling you things about my life? My neighbors are talking to you, etc.? Your latest lie is that my lifelong childhood friend. Now, this is funny because I'm supposed to not have any lifelong childhood friends. So let me guess. I have no lifelong childhood friends when it suits you, but then when it suits you another way, I have them. Two side of the mouth talkers. Yeah. So apparently, yeah, I now have a lifelong childhood friend. Lives next to one of them in New York. And is spilling so much tea on me. This is ridiculous. My lifelong friends are many, but not one lives in New York. Nope. My neighbors adore me and trust me and my kids to water their plants and hold their keys to their homes. Your tales about my family are all lies. I'm not estranged from any family members. You have tried to piece together stories from obituaries and stalking all of our social media, but you failed miserably. You have stalked perfect strangers and family alike. You dropped the names of people with no relation as the man my niece is marrying when you were trying to find out whose engagement party I was going to. Yeah, you were so wrong. Clay Banks is, you dropped that name, right? You said that was who the groom was, the groom to be. Totally wrong on that one, right? Yeah. You have called the funeral home, and the list goes on and on. So knock yourself out. Try and sue me for harassment. You are hysterical if you think you can. You really are dangerous and mentally unstable. Everything you have done to us is harassment. And I even changed up my fictional story a little more to help your tiny brains see it's not you. It is a fictional character, and there is even a disclosure saying so. I will continue writing my stories, but they will no longer be public. You can buy the book when it's published. You'll get no more sneak peeks, and that's directed to my harassers. So, yeah.
No more stories?
It says this post is only addressing the harassment the last 2 years. I have been harassed and swatted on the platform for over 4 years, but I'm just talking about these people from right here. Chris Reese says, I'm very sorry, Carolyn. We love you and we're here to support you. Something has to be done. This has gone on too long. Sending lots of love and prayers for you and your family. And Snow Remover says, I agree, way too long. Janae says, you can't reason with a delusional person who thinks everything you say is about her. She should do herself a favor and give up following you and get on with her life, which I thought she had, Janae. I thought she had such a full life, but apparently she's on my every word hanging. Keep shining your light. You're a star, and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay. And someone said, reading this all put together just made me sick to my stomach. I'll never understand why they do this. Okay. Yeah. And I don't understand why they just expect that all of their past things are not recorded. All of their channels, they didn't go on with their lives. Far from it. So, yeah. Not everything is about you. Okay? No. Why is it that they always think everything is about them? Because they're narcissists.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. It's like that, I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? No, it's not. Right. But I know that everything you say is about me because you can't stop thinking about me. Can't stop, won't stop. Right? No life. Can't stop, won't stop, no life. You've proven it every minute of the day. Every minute. Can't stop, won't stop. No life.
Carolyn, that was so well written. And
Well,
so
my
true.
other one was much better, but I had to do that one between the auctions. But
It's
anyway,
very
I had
true.
to get it all out there because, yeah, these people, they try to fool people. Okay, oh, she better watch out because she's harassing us.
The harassers are trying to sue the harassee.
Yeah. Anyway, where's my... there's my people here. Let's see. Hi, Judy. Hi, Tree Dog. Appears Mommer is a bit pissed off this morning. Mommer. Tree Dog? I'm not pissed off. Hey, allegedly with Brittany. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, I'm not pissed off. So I'm not pissed off, and I don't hate either. But I just hate, cannot stand liars. Not hate. Can't stand liars, and they are liars. They are liars. Total liars. Obsession and stalking can be deadly. Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine if somebody put out somebody's address where they are, right? And everybody's okay with that. All you people that support this, and you're okay with somebody giving out somebody's address where 10 to 15 people are on vacation, and then you stalk them everywhere they go. They go to the fish market, you take a picture of the fish market and you put it in a video, and then you say you've gotten on with your lives. You haven't gotten on with your lives at all. Okay? It's obvious you have no life. If you think you're fooling anybody, you're not. Okay? I don't know who you think you're fooling. Oh, I have a life, but let's see. I've spoken about you, Carolyn, for 6 hours today live. That can be counted. Before that, I was making comments about you for probably 6 hours. Before that, I was on the phone with you for about 4 hours. Where's your full life? You watch everything I do. And you know what? You're watching me right now. You're going to watch me play the word game in a few minutes. Then when I get off, you're going to talk about me until, I don't know, you finally could fall asleep, maybe. And the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is check for me. That's exactly what you would do. I live in your mind. I live there. I live there. Exactly, Christine. Exactly. How did it? First of all, they say they don't Photoshop. They Photoshop. Second of all, they took pictures of the outside. They took pictures around. They took pictures of the how'd they get the fish market? Why are they following us around? Why are they watching us if they hate us? Why are they watching us if they have full lives? Explain this to me. Explain it. Hey, I see you, you see me. How are you doing? I'd love to hear it for their full lives. Their full lives. You know, they're very full lives. Yeah. Yep. They threaten me. Their channel descriptions call me mentally unstable and dangerous, a psychopath, and that they will keep their channel until I get off YouTube. And according to them, right, if someone does that, that's extortion. Right? We don't do that, okay? But they lie and they say things, they go, oh, that's extortion. They're the ones extorting. I mean, this is sick. This is sick and twisted. These people are over 70 years old. It's disgusting, Brittany. It is disgusting, and it's going to end. It's going to end. They think they're going to fool everybody, and because I get on a panel and I say they never wanted to make amends with us. Never. And every person here knows what they did before they left this community. They did the furthest thing from make amends. They threw grenades to break this community. That's what they did. Over and over and over again. The very people that are on the panel are the grenade throwers. So I'm so sick of hearing them lie. They are pathological liars. But everybody in this community knows exactly what they did. Everybody that was here at the time. But they try to rewrite history. But you know what, guys? If you're rewriting history, you really should take down your harassing content, your harassing B-plug comments. I know you probably forgot about those. I just checked. I have them. It wasn't me that said that because I've never reviewed B-plugs. Ever. It was you, darling. You, darling, and you did it more than once, and you did it in writing and on a panel. More than once. All times. And I have it all. So when are we going to court? When are we going to court? You're pretty full of yourself. Okay. She thinks she's the character in my story. If you think you're the character in my story, I feel sorry for you because the character in my story is absolutely miserable. She's an agoraphobic person who lived in squalor. Okay? Whose children don't speak with her unless they have to. 3 times divorced, never had a career. Is that your life? Like, if you were writing a story about something like that to me and I said, oh gosh, I think that's me. Well, gosh, then I must live like that. Why would you say that? I thought you lived in a beautiful place. I thought you had a beautiful relationship with your kids. As far as I know, remember you said we never met in real life and I don't know anything about you, right? You said I'm not your real life friend. We've never met in real life and I don't know anything about you. So how could I write about you? You talk out of both sides of your mouth all the freaking time. It doesn't make any sense. How the hell would I know about what you think about your son-in-law? Does your daughter work at Target? This girl's daughter does. Crazy. Did your daughter have twins? I don't think so. I'm just wondering, where the hell are you? Like, it's so funny. Like, are you just have to be? I think maybe you just think that I am as obsessed with you as you are with me, but I'm not. I wish you would just get the hell away from us. Get the hell away from us. Stop talking about us. Stop making videos about us. Stop making content about us. You said you want to go on with your life. Go on with your full life. If you wanted to go on with your full life, you talk about us every single freaking night. Unbelievable. It's embarrassing when you're not quick enough to check yourself first. Yeah. Yeah, and they think a judge is going to be like, let's see, okay, you're accusing this woman here of harassing you. And let me just look at the evidence here. That your channel? Did you write that about? You wrote all this? Those recordings I heard? And Carolyn, what do you have crafts, true crime, you're trying to go on with your life, yeah. And these people seem like they're harassing you. They are. Judgment. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I really don't. But if you know what? If you want to, go ahead. Go file a lawsuit. You have to come here to New York, okay? We'll finally meet, and you can come here. I'll file a countersuit. Come on. You bring your evidence, I'll bring mine. It's really sad. It's really sad that you cannot get on with your own life. Sad. So many of you. It's not just one. It's so many. They're all together in this little club, this little mean girl club of older women who cannot move on. It's scary. But guilty count, yeah. I don't know. I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that. What a day in New York, yeah. Come on. Ridiculous. But you know what time it is? It's time for our word game. Because we don't sit around and obsess and talk about you for hours the way you do us. We have a word game to get to. You go now. We know you're lurking. Cowards. Karma is real. What you give out comes back ×3. Hence why Carolyn is successful and you stalkers are failing. Think about it. And why do they just continue to, why do you continue to talk about us? That's the thing. If you're thriving and so happy, why are you wasting time talking about someone you hate? You're talking about my fingernails, and you're talking about my tiaras, and you're talking about everything. I'm moving on, White Angel. They talk about me for hours. I wanted to get that out. That's important to me to get out because I want a record of it. I want a record of everything. I want a record of everything they do. And that's why I said that, because I want a record of it. And, oh, they want to play the word game. Of course they are. Let's play the word game. 74 degrees and raining, Scooter. We're going to play the word game, Scooter. Word game, word game. I think it's going to... Okay. Okay, we get our spin. Everybody think 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 10. You don't get 50 very often. But you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a double spin today for Sharon. I have to have this little stupid thing on. As soon as Sharon always does a double spin. We'll do a double spin. Maybe we'll get 50 on the second one. Maybe we'll get another 10 for 20. $16 seconds, 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. Second spin. Ooh, 20. So we got 30. All right, that's good. Okay, daily puzzle. Daily puzzle. Daily. Okay. No 3-letter words, but you can still get 3-letter words, okay? That's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to get the dog to give me some words, but he won't. Well, I can't see him. Maybe he is giving me words. What am I doing? There's no more C words. What am I doing? I'm not even thinking. And there's no more Q words here. This is not a Q word. This has to be a R or a T or a U. Alas, poor Ulrich, I knew him well. Okay. Let's see. Quirt is a word. It's a type of horsewhip.
What is the word, Carolyn?
Quirt.
Yes,
It's a type of horsewhip.
that is a word.
It is.
Yep.
But it's not even taking it as extra words or anything.
Yep.
Um, I don't know why. That's really makes me angry that it's not doing that. I already did Arctic, Christine. Uh, okay, I got that one. Let's see. Let's see. It's got to be a C or an A. Let's try. I'm just trying to just get some different. Ready for it. Quitter. um, yeah, I'm aware of that. I keep doing that same word. Why do I keep doing that?
She gets stuck sometimes.
I tried Arctic. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh, finally, Kevin.
You got it?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It was short, but it was just ridiculous. Oh my gosh, one more and I gotta go to bed. I got an early day tomorrow. I have a lot of things. I have a birthday party, a dog one. I can't even think anymore. I'm just gonna have to end this. I can't think anymore. Sorry, I'm gonna have to just end that and go to sleep. Oh, okay. I have to do one thing here. Hold on. Oh, I know what I've got to do. Hold on. And just one sec. Perfect. Okay. There we go. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. The GoFundMe is at 262,000. Great. All right. Well, we'll see you guys. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you tomorrow. I've got to go to a grand doggy birthday party tomorrow. And yeah, we had a good time. We always have a good time. We always have a good time. They're the ones that just obsess over us. They're the ones that can't have a good time. They have to watch us try to have a good time, but they can't. All right, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Prayers for all that need them. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay well. Stay happy. Be good. Bye. Bye. Hold on.